She prevailed. Eala just triumphed one more. You already know what I said if you saw my previous video. This girl is going to cry, I told you. I warned you that after Paolini's victory, she would be furious. And you know what? She simply validated my assertions. Straight sets in the round of 16 of a WTA 1000 tournament against a woman who had won 7 straight matches. You need to hear this, so allow me to explain what happened in detail. You recall how we discussed Alex defeating Jasmine Paolini last time? 6th seed and world number 8 in straight sets, 6-1, 7-6. And I told you, I literally said this to you, watch out because this girl isn't stopping here. Her eyes had that expression. She is playing with a level of assurance that is uncommon for a 20-year-old. Kristuria is next, and it won't be easy, but she can take her if Alex brings that same energy. I added. She supplied the energy, and she took 7-5, 6-4, and 1 hour and 38 minutes. Completed. Eala has advanced to the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships quarterfinals. Additionally, I need you to comprehend something. She has only ever advanced to her second WTA 1000 quarterfinal. This is enormous. But wait. You need this background. So before you assume Krista was simply any random opponent, let me tell you who Alex just defeated. Syria, number 31 in the world. A woman with 20 years of WTA Tour experience. 20. Ever since some of you were in nappies, she has been a professional tennis player. Additionally, she is simply pleased to be here this season. It is not her farewell. No. This woman arrived in Dubai in perfect cooking form. Are you curious about her actions from 2 weeks ago? She was the Transylvania champion. Her home country's tournament, Cluj-Napoca, is open. She also didn't lose a set during the competition. 5 games, with no sets dropped. She defeated Emma Raducanu 6-0 in the final, 6-2. That is utter embarrassment for a former US Open champion. 5 matches, but only 23 games. That's ridiculous. After that, she beats Alexandra Sesnovic when she arrives in Dubai. Then, by the way, she defeats Linda Noskova, a player ranked in the top 20. 7 victories in a row. 7. She's having her finest tennis performance of 2026. 2 weeks ago, she received a title. Her confidence lasts for days. And you're telling me that Eala, a 20-year-old who is rated 47th, simply showed in and defeated her in straight sets? Yes, I am telling you just that. And here is how she accomplished it. Since this is where you truly see Alex's abilities, I had to take you through this first set. Syria plays like the woman who just took home a championship. She is combative. She is striking hard. She's controlling the points with all that experience, as well as putting herself in a 5-4 situation. She is just 1 match away from winning the opening set. Alex is now trailing the most attractive player on the tour. You are aware of what typically occurs, aren't you? This is how it goes. Veteran opponent with all the momentum. Young player, pivotal time. The young player typically folds. Typically, they become more defensive, stiffen up, and become overly analytical. However, I previously told you, that player is no longer Alex. She has changed. Sarah's STA is down 4-5 when she breaks it. She snaps. She then holds. Then she breaks once more. 3 games in a row. 4-5 turns becomes 7-5. Additionally, Alex takes the first set directly from Circia. Additionally, you ought to have noticed the crowd. The thousands of Filipino supporters are going completely crazy, waving their flags. They knew, so they burst out. They were aware that the return was unique. You wouldn't do it to a player who has been winning all of their games. You have to be playing at a totally different level to overcome someone with that sort of form when you're down 4-5. And I want you to consider the mental toll that took. It's 4-5 for you. The woman on the other side of the goal recently won 7 straight games. 2 weeks ago, she defeated a previous Grand Slam champion 6-0, 6-2. She is taking the set while serving. After giving her a quick glance, you respond, "No, not today." It's like ice in your veins. You can't teach that kind of mental toughness. Either you have that or you don't. It's an Alex, too. Let me now discuss the second set, as here is where Alex truly demonstrated her leveling up. She simply saturates the court with enthusiasm, carrying over all of the momentum from the first set comeback. Fights Krista, a woman who hasn't lost a match in 2 weeks, 4-0 for love. Every rally is being dictated by Alex, who is tearing forehands and moving her feet like she had springs in her shoes. After her first set comeback, it was as though she just declared, "Okay, this match is mine now." As you watch, you ask yourself, "Yo, is this the same player that lost to Syria in Madrid?" Oh, you were unaware of Madrid? I can assure you that this greatly improves the situation. Madrid Open in 2024. Alex is 18. In the second round, she collides with Chera. They engage in a 3-set battle. 6-4, 6-3, 6-7. Alex won a tiebreak to win the second set. There she was. She started to knock on the door, but was unable to complete it. Alex returned home in sorrow. But CIA's experience carried her through. And that sensation you get when you know you were almost there, but were unable to complete it. Do you recognize that sensation? It wears you down. You are awake at night because of it. You are aware that Alex marked that match, recalled Madrid, and told herself, "Not again, not this time." When the draw brought them together here in Dubai, she didn't simply win either. She prevailed in straight sets. A third set wasn't necessary for her. A tie break wasn't necessary for her. She managed it. Growth is that. That is the tangible result of 2 years of hard labor. The player who is unable to finish at 18 is now the one who rallies from a 4-5 deficit and wins the set without blinking. That is the appearance of progress. But since STA didn't give up, let's go back to the second set. She has 20 years of touring experience. She won't simply pack her things after seeing a 40 disadvantage. She gets into a brawl. She pulls back. 4:1, followed by 4:2, 4-3, and finally 5-4. You've seen this before, so now you're watching through your fingers. Players have been known to blow these leads. You've witnessed the onset of nervousness when the finish line is in sight. Additionally, it's clear that the Filipino spectators are growing a little anxious. I can sense it on my screen. You are aware of Alex's activities? She is in service. 6-4. The game is over. No swaying. Don't panic. No need to break the tie. Just responded, "My serve, my game," while staring STA in the face. This is where we're done. Maturity is that. Perhaps that 5-4 moment bothered her a year ago. Perhaps she begins to overthink things. However, she was cold-blooded tonight. And I adore that. I don't think people realize how ridiculous this is, so let me put the entire Dubai run in perspective for you. Alex defeated Hailey Baptiste in the opening round of this particular tournament. Next up in the second round was Jasmine Polini, ranked 8th in the world. And now, SRA, who had one of the most impressive runs on the tour, has 3 victories in the round of 16, the last 2 of which have come in straight sets against top-tier opponents. You don't just do that at a WTA 1000 event. I want you to realize that. It takes luck to defeat 2 guys of such caliber back-to-back. Real form is that. That is genuine confidence. The player in question is clicking on each stage. Her decision-making, mobility, serve, and mental strategy. Now, everything is operating as it should. Oh, and her ranking is rising. Alex's live ranking is predicted to be around number 38 after this victory. It's a new peak for your career. In addition to being the first Filipino to reach the top 40, she is currently aiming even higher. She is 20 years old. 20. The majority of players don't even discover who they are while on tour until they are in their mid-20s. Additionally, Alex has already begun revising the records. The Filipino tennis player with the highest ranking in WTA history. Additionally, she has many more years of growth ahead of her. This child's ceiling is very terrifying. Okay, so this is the part that will make you excited. So let's speak about what comes next. Coco Gauff, the world's 4th-ranked Grand Slam champion and one of the top stars in women's tennis at the moment, is her quarterfinal opponent. The American superstar, who has consistently placed in the top 5, is skilled at competing at the greatest level. Then in the third round, she had to fight through a three-setter against Elise Mertens. Won the third set 63 after falling behind 2-6 in the first and rallying for 76 in the second with a crazy 119 tie-break. Coco is therefore a skilled fighter. Coco is capable of surviving. This will turn into a war. Is Coco the most popular? Yes, of course. I will tell you the truth. There's a reason she's ranked 4th in the world. However, do you know what? I'm not writing Alex off based on what I've seen her do this week. No chance. This girl just overcame a player who had won 7 straight games after falling behind 4-5. 2 days ago, she defeated a player in the top 10. That stadium will feel like Rizal Memorial thanks to her thousands of Filipino supporters. Additionally, she is experimenting with a level of independence and belief that renders her hazardous to everyone. Do you know what's on repeat in my mind? Madrid lost in 3 sets and was unable to complete it 2 years ago. She now receives the woman who battered her after 2 years. She wins the retaliation match. She not only prevails, but also exerts dominance. From 4-0 to closing the door at 6-4, then from 4-5 down to taking the set. The reason you watch sports is because of that arc. That's the tale. The young player loses, leaves, improves, returns, and exacts retribution on the largest platform she has ever performed on. That is the best you can write.